What's up folks, Simulation for the Nation here. In today's video I'm going to show you how this equipment in front of you is everything you need to make a lot of money in Farming Simulator 25 on start from scratch mode. Let's go. So welcome along folks, you've started your first start from scratch save and we are on Riverbend Springs here. Now we've already taken a few steps to get ahead of things, so I'm going to bring you up to speed with what we've done. First things first, when you are on start from scratch, you don't have any farm ground at all, or any land or anything, and you start with about £500,000, and how you have your loan is up to you. You can configure that as well. But right now for us, as you see when we come down to our finances here, we have a £250,000 loan. So $500,000 or pound starting budget, and half of that was through the loan. So we've got a lot of money to repay, and we've spent quite a bit of money as well. So we're going to show you how we've done that. First thing you'll notice is, when you buy this, I bought this plot of land specifically for a few reasons, and we'll get into those, but one of them is there are assets here that you can sell, and that's exactly what we've done. That main big red shed in the middle, get rid of it. It's £49,000 in value when you sell that. Bring that money straight back in. You don't need all this storage space. You don't have enough things to store. So it's perfect idea. That big shed over there will be great for everything you need. So get rid of it. You can use this land elsewhere and do other things with it. After that, we've bought our ground. Now this plot of land here, as you can see, when we come on down into our farmland, this is £180,000. So it's a lot of money. And we've also bought everything else you can see here as well. The Merlot is the ultimate cheat code. 170 horsepower. Comes in about 149,000, but it does the job of a really good, efficient telehandler and that of a small to medium-sized tractor as well. So you can do everything you need to with that. We bought the pallet box on the front because we need to lift some of this equipment onto here, and we can also use it at a later date for other things we'll get into. The trailer and the muck grab, they are perfect, and I'll show you why. Contracts are vital for you at start from scratch, and none more so than the wood log transport. This is so easy to do, it's very valuable, ranges from about £5,000 through to £13,000, £14,000 to some extent, and with a big trailer like this and a muck grab, you can easily pick up 2 logs at a time, sometimes 4 if you're really careful, and put a whole load onto here and transport it without any leasing costs of other machinery and without any damage occurred as well. It's an absolute steal and an asset to have for any start from scratch. Similarly, the OG, the classic if you will, is fertilizer spreading. So you'll see we've got a fertilizer spreader, a couple of bags there as well, and wouldn't you know it, you've got a telehandler and you've got a tractor linkage there as well that you can put your spreader onto. Go away, spread for days, come back, make a lot of money. Easy. Now the water tank comes into the second part. What we need to do, whilst we're out there making money on our log contracts and on our fertilizing contracts, we need some more passive income. And what we're going to do for that is a few fold. First thing we're going to do is going to come into our construction. We're going to get a few greenhouses established, because as you can see, it takes water and it can produce so many other materials and goods. It's absolutely incredible what you can get out of these. And they're so cheap as well. They offer rice. You don't necessarily want to go for that one only unless you do just want rice. But the small top greenhouse is where it's at. So for £9,000, we can get a whole load of these in. In fact, let's go for a double one, shall we? And we've got all this space now that we can work with as well. But what we're going to try and do is condense it all down to one side, because some of this ground here at some stage or another is probably going to get used by us. So let's put them all along here, shall we? For now, we'll turn it around. We'll put it there. And then heck, we'll even put another one there. Bit too close. Perfect. So that's 36 grand. So we'll need to fill this up with water, and we absolutely can do, because we have our water tank over there still. Now, as you'll see when we come on in, let's go into our tool here. Again, it's just water, but look at what you can bring out there. And then the crucial thing about this is when we start to think about prices. So if we were just to look at a simple, let's just go tomatoes, for example. We're going to come down and find our tomatoes. And look at the price of them. It's going to be very, very good production for very minimal input here. So this is the first production chain that we're going to use. Now we're going to get this set up as well, so we can start by unloading our water tanker. We'll get those filled up. Now all of the other assets around here, if you feel like you just don't want them, you can sell those off as well quite easily. You come into your construction, you're going to enter into demolition mode. Then all you're going to do is just tap on the one you want to get rid of. That's 5,000. This farmhouse here is 67,500. A lot of money. This little shed here, £850. So it all adds up this small little shed here that, if you flip it around, is actually a good size storage shed. But another 5,000 there as well. So it's all easily done. However, we're going to keep those for now. There is a pasture here. There isn't anything in it at the moment. We did sell the cattle it comes with, but that's 7,500. And then your silos over here are big as well. But we're going to keep them all for now. And we're going to get in there and start to get some of this equipment actually functioning. So what we'll need to do is just detach a couple of things here so we can actually get off the water tank first. That's going to be the big one for us. I've bought, you'll see at the back there are 8 bags of fertilizer. That will allow you to get going with the fertilizer contracts as and when they come through as well. 8 bags of fertilizer on the contracts will see you through quite a few contracts as well, so it'll get you quite a bit of money. But as you can see, we're already in a great place. We still have a lot of money left over there, so we're not, right now at least, we don't desperately have to sell anything, and we can, oh lordy, we can actually get ourselves set up in a way pretty easily here. So that's exactly what we're going to try and do, assuming I can get this off as easy as I got it on. Alright. Let's get it down before it properly drops off. There you go. So we're done. And now we're going to fill this up and we'll get our greenhouses going. And then we're all set to roll. So we're loading up the first greenhouse here. We're going to come on in and set it away. Make sure it's all working properly. Just need to open the door first. That always helps. And let's get this going. So for this one right here, we've got 2,000 litres of water in there at the moment. Now you can, in some locations along the river, fill up your bowser for free, but at the farm here, it does cost you some money. We're going to go strawberries though, and we're going to go activate, and then that is going to get going, and it's going to go into storage mode there. So we're all good to go. But that's been activated. You can see we've got strawberry plants growing now. Life is good. And for the second one here, let's go for a bit of lettuce, shall we? Let's go activate there, and then that is going to come on out, and we're all set to go. So lettuce is growing now as well, so we are all set. Now, that's going to just do its thing. Over time, pallets will appear, and that's great. You can take those away on the same trailers. You don't need to have to worry about buying another trailer or anything like that. We've got a fertilizer on there as well. That's great. As we have a look at our contracts, not only is the £6,500 there, right now there is the best part of £8,500 in fertilizing contracts alone there right now. And of course, we don't need to rent any of the equipment because we're all set. What we would do though is just gear ourselves up and get ourselves going. So the first thing we can do is just drop off the water bowser right here, unload everything off the trailer, and we can be good to go. And safely in the knowledge that whilst you're doing this, everything is growing and making money. But there's one other thing you can do with this plot of land that we've bought that will also continue to help bring in additional money. As we just slowly back this off here. Don't want to damage anything because that would suck. There we go. And then we'll stick a bag of fertilizer into here as well. Now I would usually get all this stacked away and put away tidy, but because for the sake of this video there, we're not going to worry too much about this. Let's just pick up these two. And then we'll let those load up. So as that's loading up there, look at the plot that we bought. Take a look around it. The one thing you see in abundance are trees, and many of them you can chop down. And why would you chop them down? Because we can put them into planks and sell them. There is a perfect way to produce your own planks and to have your own sawmill going by using this placeable sawmill. £36,000 is going to be the last of our investments for right now. So we stick that down. That still leaves us with £77,000, beg your pardon. And you've got your own sawmill there now. And so the beautiful thing about it is, you can go around, fell these trees down, grab them with your mug fork, and just drag them over to the sell point there and get it taken care of. Whilst that's putting the last bag into there, I will show you. So, I'm going to come into our hand tools. We need to pick up a little chainsaw here. That'll do. It doesn't really matter which one. And then you can choose. Let's just go for this one right here. The closest one to us. And this is going to benefit us in the long run as well, because at some stage when you are ready to, we're going to start to think about expanding some pastures, putting some proper sheds down that you can use moving forward as well, and which will really allow you to increase the productivity of this little farmyard here. When you begin your start from scratch adventure, you always have grand designs of what you want to do and achieve, and this is a perfect way just to expand the plot of land that you're in so you can get to that end goal, so you can figure out what that's going to look like for yourself. And again, this is where the power of the telehandler comes in, because we can really take a big stab at pushing this whole tree in one fell swoop over to where we need to sell it off there. And there you go. Kind of grabbed it there. Stick it in. And the tree's coming with me. Now, is it the most realistic way to start things off with? Probably not. You could even just go through this and trim off some of the branches if you really wanted to. For the sake of time though, we're just going to keep going as we are and get it over to where our sell point is, or the trigger is for the sawmill over here. We'll then jump in, we'll make sure it's going, and then we're good to go. And we can discuss the final point that we'll make to get ourselves up and working in the long run. And there it goes, tree disappears. We've currently got 407 litres of wood, which is always a good start. You can come on in, and then we can choose which planks we want as well. So it'll show you here, 41 wood equals 27 long planks. So let's just go activate. We'll leave it be, it's going to continue to store it there, and we're set. And that is your passive income, if you will, for your survival mode, for your start from scratch mode here as you get yourself up and working. You can leave those now. You can go and strap your fertilizer spinner onto the front, and you can get after your contracts and really start to make that count. You can only accept 3 contracts at any one time, so you'll have to clear them off before you take on the next one. I've kept the muck fork on the front for a little bit of balance here, but you are good to go, as you can see. Everything is ready to set up there, good to go. Wood contracts are the must complete. Complete those, another one will spawn in as well, so you can complete those and keep going through. But as you can see, from the 500,000 pounds that we started with, we have got a yard, we have got 3 placeables set up, we've got infinite amount of timber around here to fell down to make planks, and we've also got a little operation for contract gigs to start with, which we can then continue to add to as and when we need to, and when the opportunity strikes to buy more equipment perhaps. Of course, you can always continue to take on other contracts and lease the equipment there, but where possible, I would always like to use my own equipment to get that extra little bit of money in as well. And that's how, folks, that one trailer of equipment will help you set up your start from scratch mode entirely. I hope this has been informative and helpful. If it has, please do consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing for more. I've been Simulation for the Nation, and we'll see you all in the next one. Till then, do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll catch you next time.